Hi, this is Ramu, Associate Professor, Department of CSC, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. In last class, we have seen recursive functions. In this class, we are going to see how to pass arrays and strings into the functions. You know already how to pass normal arguments like integer, float, character. But how to pass arrays into the functions, right? See, we'll see the first thing, passing arrays into the functions. Here, if you want to pass a arrays, please remember, first we will see a small program how to pass integers into the given program. See, this is a function, right? Function of C, int A, comma, int B, right? This is the function. If you want pass it to argument, see how we are going to pass function of 2 comma 3. Then simply A contains 2 and B contains 3, right? For example, if you pass array into the function, if you want to pass array into the function, how we are going to pass? For example, A contains see 1 2 3, B contains 4 5 6, right? If you pass these two into the function, observe clearly. If you pass A comma C, A and B, then please remember we cannot assign variables to the variable. I mean array to another array. So you should use empty braces here, square brackets. Then only it will allow. Then what happened? Whatever you send from here, it is going to copy into the this one. Not copy. It is going to create a reference. It is going to create a reference to here. Means A is going to give a, suppose this is a right? This is a. So A contains the data is like this. How it is? A is 1, 2, 3, right? So this A is pointing to this one, right? Just it is going to send the address. So means it is going to create a one reference to here. Not going to create a copy. If you create a copy means if the changes are happened in the subfunction, it is not going to affect in the main function. So here the arrays point of view, it is going to use call by reference concept. Please observe clearly. It is going to create call by reference concept. It is not going to use call by value. In call by value, what you are going to do? What you are going to do? Here you create a one copy and here you create a one copy. If you do some modifications here, it is not going to reflect here because it is two copies of data. But call by reference, if you modification as happened in the subfunction, it is going to happen in the main function also. The reason is here we are going to perform with the same set of data. Now we'll see with the example. I'm going to show you one example. Then you'll get a more clarity on this passing a arrays into the function. See, here function 1 is there. What I'm going to do? Int A, right? And here also int N. So what will it be? Int N. For example, here int A is there equal to 5. I'm going to pass A here. See, printf of percentage %d comma A. Now, if you run this value, printf of percentage %d, right, comma n. What you did here? See, n equal to n plus 1 means n is incremented by 1. Now, if you run this code, observe clearly what is the output? 6 comma 5. Why? It is not a 65. So please use /n. Then you will get a data in the two different lines. 6 and 5. The reason is here how it is going to execute. Observe clearly. Here it will create a one variable n. And for example, if you create a variable, see, this is a variable, right? This is a n variable. So this value is 5, right? Now if you send the data, then you create a 5 here. But what you did here? You incremented 6, right? Then you printed, right? 6 is the output and 5 is the output. So what happened if you send the address? What happened if you send the address? See, for the sending the address, observe clearly. For sending the address, you should send the, instead of value, send the address, right? Ampersand A. Ampersand A. Then here, to store the address, it should be the pointer variable. It should be a pointer variable. See, star n. Then what happened for this time? Instead of this, you should use star n. Star n equal to star n plus 1. Star n plus 1. Star n plus 1. Here you should use star n. Why you should use star? Star means it is going to represent the pointer variable. See, if you run this code, what? Yes, it is also star, right? 6 and 6. Why it is a 6 and 6? Why it is a 6 and 6? Yes, I will tell you. Why it is a 6 and 6? Observe clearly here. Here, if you create a variable, this is a call by reference. Already we have had a discussion on this call by reference. See, this is a variable, right? And is stored 5. It has some address 2000, right? And after that, what are you going to create? One more variable, n variable. This is a n variable. This has some address, right? 3000 also. But you sending ampersand A. Ampersand A means address you are going to send here means 2000. After that, what you did here? Star n. Star n means star n means so 2000. Please remember, star means at 2000. What is there at 2000? 5, right? So means here it is going to represent this one only. Means plus 1 means this value is goes to 6 here. And after that, star n means star at 2000. What is the value is there? 6. And A is also value is there? 6. That is why answer is 6 and 6. This is the call by reference. Sir, why you talking about the call by reference? Now we are talking about arrays passing, right? So I'm going to tell you why I'm going to talk about call by reference. For example, here array is there. And here 1, 2, 3 are there. See, here array means I want to know one thing here. If I try to print A, then see what is the output. If I try to print A, what is the output? Please check it. Yes, what it is? Yeah. Exactly. What it is going to show? Invalid type of unary star. See, what is this? What is this? This is the address. Please note this. This is the address. Means if you pass an array as your argument, so it is going to send the address instead of the values. It is going to send the address. Means observe clearly. If you pass function one of A. Function one of A means by default it is an address. It is an address. If you want to handle the arrays, you should use here also array. See, even you can use like this also. So this is also will work. We need to represent the same. See, if you run this code, both have the same address, right or wrong? Both have the same address. If you want to print the array of elements, see, what should I do? I cannot use directly A. You should use the for loop, right? For I in, it is a Python, right? For I equal to 0 and I less than 3, right? 3 elements are there, 3 and I plus plus. And instead of here, I just use a I, right? A of I. I'm going to use the same statement here also, right? Before that, I'm going to use a print of, sorry, first it is going to print this one, right? Print of slash n. Printf of slash n, right? See, what is the data you're going to get here? If you run this code and you just use a space here, this is the way you're going to use. This is the way you're going to use. Here n, right? So we're going to call it the n. See, 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. For example, here you're going to do one more thing. See, you're going to increment a of I equal to plus equal to 2. Means every element is incremented by 2. Every element is incremented by 2. And a of, sorry, n, right? This is the n. N of I is incremented by 2. Have you observed the changes is applied in the sub function is also reflected in the main function also? The reason is here what you did, observe clearly. Here you created a, right? Here you created a. A means, observe clearly. A means this is 1, this is 2 and this is 3. This is 1000 address, right? Now you're going to pass 1000 means n address is also 1000. N is address also 1000 means the both are pointing to the same. N of 0 means it is going to take this address only. That is why arrays, please note these arrays, the modifications are happened in the sub function is also reflected in the main function. That is why I discussed to call by reference. Passing arrays is a concept is followed by what it is? It is following the call by reference concept. Arrays. Is this clear? And also, if you want, observe clearly. If you want, you can use star also. Okay. So you know already. See, star also. Now, if you run this code, you'll get the same output, right? Why, sir? Why you used star means you know what you are going to send here. You're going to send address. Even if you use ampersand also, there is no mistake. Mistake here. See, it is not a mistake. It is not a mistake. Reason is a is equal to ampersand a. Even if you use a, it is going to use the address. Ampersand is also it is going to use the address. Is this clear? Means please remember arrays is going to follow the call by reference concept, right? And the next concept, passing arrays to the function. Next, passing strings to the function. You know, strings is part of the arrays, right? The concept which you are following in the arrays is equal to, is the same procedure you are following in the strings also. Means something happen in the sub function is going to reflect in the main function. For example, instead of sending this one, see, so I equal to see int I equal to I, and also I'm going to take char a of equal to IARE. Now tell me what is the output here? What is the output? Can I get an error or can I get an output? So what is the output I'm going to get here? Tell me. See, now 4 letters, right? 4 letter size. You can use 4. Use 4. Now tell me what is the output. If you run this code, what I'm going to do? So here the type mismatch, right? Here you are sending character. Please note this. character. That is the reason. Why I am going to get these values? The reason is here what you used percentage D, right? So you should use percentage C. You need to print the character, right? Character by character. See, if you run this code, KCTZ. Why? Why KCTZ? Means I, J, K, right? So second character of increment of every character by 2, right? So you know ASCII value of I is, what is the ASCII value of I? And plus 2, it is going to happen. See, here what you did, you're going to increment that one, right? You're going to increment that one. That is the reason. That is the reason it is going to increment. It is going to increment by 2. So, you know, what is the ASCII value of I? So, ASCII value of capital A is 65, right? A 65. B 66. C 67. D 68. E 69. F 70. G H I, right? 71, 72, 73, right? J K, right? Is this clear? So I A R E, right? So I plus, what is I value? 73 plus 2. Sorry, 75, right? Yeah. 75. What is the 75 ASCII value? K. That is why it is printed K. And A, right? A. Right? A means, you know, A means, what is the ASCII value of A? 65 plus 2 means 67. What is 67? C. That is why KC. Right? R. After 2 letters. And E. After 2 letters. That is why it has printed. What is the output? KCTZ. Is this clear? So even if you perform operations, addition operation on the characters, it is going to take ASCII value of increment. Right? Is this clear? Means here also you observe the reflection of the sub function is going to happen in the main function. Observe clearly. And also here you can use, instead of this you can use like this also. This will also work. See, if you run this code, you get the same output. Is this clear? This is the mechanism to pass string as your argument. See, string as your argument. Is this clear? String as your argument. Right? Today what you have seen, how to pass arrays into the function as well as how to pass strings into the function. Now you can apply the same concept what you learned in the strings concepts as well as the arrays concept. Right? Searching an element, right? Finding a string length. You can write your own function, string length function. You can write string concatenation function. You can write string comparison function. You can write your own functions, right? Using this functions concept. You know how to pass the strings into the functions, right? Is this clear? Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.